Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Big Everyone Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 27, technically, of our Winning a Natty with Every Team in the Game. I hope you guys enjoyed Monday's episode. As you guys are watching this, the national championship is already done. Congrats to the winner. I'm recording this just before the game, so I actually do not know who the winner is, but that'll probably be on Friday. We'll know. I guess I'll know who the winner is. But obviously, new episode. The wheel is back. So no Notre Dame, no Ohio State. I did take off those two names, so we're getting even lower, but still a lot of teams to go. Let's see who we are going to get here with. And it looks like we're going to get a Georgia team. We are going to get Georgia Tech. So Georgia Tech is the team, and now we got to go ahead and get them in the game here. So Georgia Tech, I know is not, let's just go this way. I'm at the wrong area. Let's go back up here. Georgia Tech, there they are. They're an 81 overall team, 3-star prestige, which is not terrible. Of course, we're going to be a head coach, and this guy is a scheme guru, so that's going to be nice. They went 7-6 last year. Don't know their record this year, though. Unfortunately, I can't really remember. But taking a look at our coaches here, obviously, we do have some recruiter, so that's good. Quarterback, running back, and offensive line. We do have some motivator. We also have architect as well, which will help with running backs, quarterbacks, and offensive line. My offensive coordinator probably could use a better one, although he's really good with the offense and with Scheme Guru. And actually does have a little bit for the defense as well. And so we have nothing with motivating. This guy does have elite recruiter, which is nice. Besides us, besides the head coach, we do have some motivator, mostly for the offense, mostly running back and offensive line are getting the off-season training boost. So our first probably 2 points will be into quarterback just to get that off-season training boost. The team-wise, again, 81 overall. We do have an 87 overall, 86, 85s, couple 80, like mid-80s, low 80s as well. Nothing to write home about, really. Haynes King is probably the best player, 85 overall. We do also have Jamal Haynes with 87 speed. He's probably our best player, at least on the offense-wise, with 87. We have some boost for the offense, so they're a little bit boosted. We do have a lot of right tackles as freshmen, so that's good to know. Decent left end. Linebackers desperately need help, especially the left outside linebackers. Corner, 83 is their best one. We need some speed there besides Shelley, but he's going to be leaving us after this year, more likely. We do have Seymour with 94 speed. That's one of our safeties, and we are going to need a punter. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead, simulate Season 1. I'll see everyone at the end of Season number 1. So here we are at the end of Season 1 here with Georgia Tech. We go 5-7. It's not a great season to start off. We lost to Florida State, Syracuse, and Louisville to start. We did beat Georgia State and FCS to get our first 2 wins. Then we were 4-4 with a Duke win and a North Carolina win, but then we started to face tougher competition. Notre Dame destroyed us. Virginia Tech beat us pretty good. Miami, we lost by 8. NC State, we did beat. I believe they were ranked at the time we played them, and then we got absolutely manhandled against Georgia, where they won 52-6. So, unfortunately, 5-7 is not the season that we wanted to have in year number 1. Our staff, I mean, we do need some motivator, but I think we're gonna be fine for right now with recruiting and tactician. If one person would be, it'd probably be, actually, now that I think about it, we are gonna fire our offensive coordinator, and then we'll go from there to see if we can get. I just went back into managed staff. I'm getting upset, but anywho, we'll see who makes the national title game here in just a second once we hire our coaches here with Georgia Tech. Obviously, we have a lot of 3 stars. We do have a couple 4 stars coming in next year, which will be nice. But Jalen Milroe wins the Heisman, 3,700 yards, 40 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. So congrats to him. I think we can start getting, Is this guy? Yep, that's exactly who I want. Neil Leonard, hopefully welcome to the team. He's also another elite recruiter, which would be very, very nice to get. So, let's see if we get him, and then we'll go over the college football playoff bracket when we can. We got a lot of people wanting to transfer out as well, which isn't very helpful at all. But we did get them. So we're good there. So everyone is fine to go. So obviously we're going to go ahead, simulate to the end of the season recap, go over the college football playoff bracket here in year number 1 with Georgia Tech. If you guys did miss last video, it was the Ohio State Notre Dame episodes. Pro potential down, conference prestige went up. Coach stability, I don't know how we went up in a star prestige because I think we were just a normal 3. But now we're 3.5 with facilities, coach prestige, coach stability, conference prestige. But pro potential goes down, which isn't very, very fun. But other than that, we should be fine. But obviously, you guys missed last episode. Go check that out. 2-episode special that we had in Notre Dame and Ohio State. And yeah, it was actually pretty fun. They set the records at one season. So all in all, it looks like UCF wins it all going 16-0. I'm very surprised because UCF never really goes very far in year number 1. But they did beat LSU, Kansas State, Michigan, and Miami to win it all. But Memphis, Michigan, Kansas State, Ole Miss, Miami make it as the automatic bids, with Alabama, LSU, UCF, Clemson, Oregon, Ohio State, and Texas making it as the at-large bids. So that will end season number 1. It's going to be on to season number 2. And here we are in season number 2 with Georgia Tech. We pretty much turned this around. We go 9-3 on the season. We started off 3-0, beating Colorado, beating Oklahoma State, and beating Temple, but then losing to Virginia Tech. We beat Boston College, one of their only 2 losses. Beat Pitt, we beat Syracuse, beat Wake Forest, then the back-to-back losses against NC State and Duke. Probably is the reason why we're not in the ACC championship game. We did beat Clemson, another ranked team, and then we beat Georgia to end it out, barely, 16-14 looks like. But they only went 5-7, which is kind of weird. But all in all, unfortunately not a conference championship. We were 1 game out because we did have the tiebreaker on Clemson and Boston College. But unfortunately, we don't make it there. I don't think we're going to make the college football playoff, especially as the 16 seed or 16th in the nation, unless just random happens, I guess. I don't know. I've seen, unranked opponents get in, but it happened a couple times. Mike Keeney wins the Heisman for Fresno State. 2 yards away from 4,000, 44 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Not a bad season. We are going to be facing Tulsa in the Military Bowl, so we are not going to the college football playoff. That was expected. But all in all, we are going to upgrade our coach just before we go into next season because we can actually get off-season training boost for the wide receivers. Then we'll probably start with our defensive backs next as well. So, hey, coach prestige looks like it went up. We're now at A-, so that's going to be nice. But we're going to go ahead, simulate to the end of season recap. We don't need to make anything with our coordinators this season because they actually did pretty good. And we got we got a very good group of coordinators here as well. So, all in all, we'll kind of see how this ends up going. And we do go 10-3, so we win our bowl game. Coach prestige, coach stability, and pro potential go up, so that is very, very nice. And it looks like Michigan defeats Boston College 38-34 the national title game. Cincinnati, that's not even the automatic qualifier. It was Fresno State, along with Texas Tech, Oregon, Boston College, and Alabama made it as the automatic qualifiers, with Cincinnati, USC, Virginia, Michigan, Illinois, Kansas State, and Florida State making it as the at-large bids. So kind of a weird year where the 12th team in the nation and the 11th team in the nation got in with the top 25, with Fresno State being the fourth best or fifth best conference champion. But that's going to do it for season number 2. It's going to be on to season number 3. And season 3, we go 8-4, ranked 16th in the nation. It's kind of a tough, weird year, to be honest with you. We start off 4-0, defeating Colorado, Georgia State, Wake Forest, and Wisconsin. Then we lose to Louisville, Virginia Tech, Pitt, and Clemson. Clemson makes sense. They are ranked. number 2 at 10-2, and Pitt 8-4, ranked 22nd. So I don't know how we're above them, but we did win our last 3 games against Duke, Boston College, and Georgia. So all in all, a very decent season, but unfortunately not going to make the college football playoff with us being 8-4. What kind of is weird this season is Louisville at 82 overall is 7-1 in the conference, and defeating Clemson, who was 6-2. Kind of weird, but maybe they had like the easier schedule this year. Who knows? But we go 4-4 along with like Miami, Florida State, Duke, Florida State, Miami, California, Virginia Tech. Kind of a weird year for us, but all in all, unfortunately, again, not making the conference championship. That was the word I was looking for. Not college football playoff, but we're not making that either as the 16th team in the nation. So, we do get a 4-star wide receiver, which will be nice to add to the team. But other than that, let's go ahead and advance this week right here. See who wins the Heisman Trophy and see, pretty much who our bowl game is. We do rank up to level 36, which is kind of nice. But other than that, Jackson Arnold at Oklahoma, 36 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. We are facing UAB in the Fenway Bowl. That'll be pretty fun. But all in all, we're going to go ahead, simulate to the end of season recap, see who makes the college football playoffs, see who wins it all, and then go from there. But yeah, another 3 seasons, but hey, we're getting up there in overall with Georgia Tech. Hopefully next year will be the year that we do make it in the college football playoff, and we can hopefully run it. Pro potential does go up to a B. See, as we're 89, we actually did lose to UAB in the bowl game, which is wild. Conference prestige goes down, and coach stability and coach prestige go down, unfortunately. Does that mean we lost people? No, we still have the same guys, so it's kind of weird. Our prestige did go down a little bit, but looks like Michigan defeats Kansas State 21-18. We had App State, Kansas State, Oklahoma, Ohio State, and North Carolina make it as the automatic qualifiers, with Clemson, Notre Dame, Iowa, Florida, USC, Texas A&M, and Michigan making it as the at-large bids. Well, Clemson lost to Kansas State 24-20. Kind of wild, but all in all, that's going to end season number 3. It's going to be on to season number 4 here with Georgia Tech. And here we are in season number 4 with Georgia Tech. Well, we go 12-0. We finally played to our overall. We were a 91 offense and a 92 defense. We destroyed Arkansas State, Ohio, Virginia. We destroyed Notre Dame. I think our closest win was against Wake Forest when we only won by 7. I guess we won against Florida State by 5. But then we had some close wins late in the year, but we did win some pretty good games in total. But yeah, 12-0 finally. Doing something good. We're going to make the college football playoff. Is it going to have a bye, though? That's the question. Does our, 12-win streak end here? We did get 678 XP. We lost. All right. Solid. That's fantastic. We lost 42-33 to Florida State. I just want to see... They're in 87, so that kind of makes sense, I guess. But so we will not have the bye going into the college football playoff, which does kind of suck because that was our first loss of the whole season. And, of course, it comes in the conference championship. But it is what it is, unfortunately. Jalen Fowler wins the Heisman with 55 catches, 1,000 yards, and 16 touchdowns. I guess the 16 touchdowns is why he's won. And we are going to be facing Wyoming in the CFP, so I'm guessing we're the 5 coming into this. We are. Wyoming, Arkansas State, Cincinnati, Tulsa, USC were the automatic qualifiers, with Georgia Tech, Notre Dame, Florida, Michigan, Ohio State, Colorado, and LSU making it as the at-large bids. So here we go with Wyoming. They're ranked 23rd in the top 25, but 5th in the college football playoff. They went 9-4 in their season, where they are an 80 overall. We are a 90, so we have a 10 overall boost on them. So this, honestly, that loss to Florida State might have been a help rather than a curse. So if we would have won, we would have been the 1. Had to face the 8 versus 9. That would have been a tougher team. But let's go quarter by quarter here. Wyoming first drive ends in a turnover. Ours ends in a punt, and Wyoming will take the first touchdown to take the lead 7-0 at the end of one. And still nothing for Georgia Tech. We are struggling. Now we finally score back-to-back, and we take a lead 14-7 going into half. Wyoming does get another turnover, but we get a field goal to make this 17-7 here in the fourth quarter. Wyoming has the football now at a 3rd and 18. Now 4th and 5. They don't get a 4th down conversion, but we don't convert on a 3rd down and 3. 4th and 1. They get an easy first down. They are driving here. They do need a field goal, but they're not going to take it. It was a loss on the play as well. We ran it all the way down to around 2 minutes left. There's a minute to go. We're up 10 points. Even if they score, it's still a one-possession game. We're going to walk away with a win, 17-7. Not a great win against Wyoming, but a lot tougher teams than what they are. So I don't know why we only won by 10, because kind of weird, but it is what it is. But we will move on to face Arkansas State in the college football playoff. Let's see who also wins around the nation as well in this college football playoff. Still don't know who has won. I'm recording this just before the national championship game. I think I am recording it as it starts, so I won't know exactly who wins it. That will be, I guess, Friday's episode for that. Looks like Florida, Michigan, and Colorado won in their matchups. So let's go ahead and get started with Arkansas State. They're ranked 19th in the nation. They went 11-2, a very solid season. We actually beat them early on this season as well. They're at 81 overall. We are at 90. So again, we're the better team on paper. You've seen in the last couple, I guess, multiple episodes before Ohio State Notre Dame on Monday that we kind of just destroyed in total. But here in the Fiesta Bowl, let's see how we can do. Looks like we're going to start with the ball first. And our first drive ends in a punt. Arkansas gets a field goal. We get a field goal. They get a turn. We get a turnover, I guess. So 3-3 at the end of one. Now 10-6 after a field goal and a touchdown. Still, it's 10-9 at the half. Georgia Tech leading. Arkansas State punts, multiple punts here in the third quarter. I mean, that was just the whole quarter was punting. 4th down and 1. Arkansas State will have to punt. It's 10-9. And it's still 10-9. Arkansas State's got the ball, and they, I guess, kicked it. I don't know. It didn't. It just said a penalty. So, again, though, now we get a turnover and a touchdown. Puts it at an 8-point game. Another turnover forced by the defense late in this game. And that was 3 in a row on 3 straight drives. We get turnovers. That's why we win the game. I wonder, can I check? I don't think I can just check the scoring summary. I can't really check the play-by-play. But we did force 3 turnovers, 3 turnovers, all in the fourth quarter as well. So all in all, we win 20-9 over Arkansas State, and we're going to be moving on to the semifinal game here in year number 4 with Georgia Tech. Especially as a 90 overall, we might have a shot to go all the way. Usually when we make it our first time, it's usually like an 84 or 85 overall team. We're going to be facing Georgia or something like that, to where we just get demolished pretty handily, or like a Notre Dame or something like that. But all in all, our first 2 matchups were kind of easy coming into this. Then again, I say that, and we had battles with both of them. We're going to be facing Cincinnati in the semifinal game. The other semifinal game is between Tulsa and USC. There's 3 G5 schools that made it. Wyoming, Arkansas State, and Tulsa. And they beat Michigan by 3. So there are no slouches. There's no slouches down there. I am struggling to speak. I've been recording for too long. Anyways, get it started here with Cincinnati. They're 13-1 on the season. They're an 85 overall. We're a 90 overall. Let's see how we can do here against Cincinnati. 5 overall difference compared to each other. Then again, we were 10s over Wyoming and Arkansas State, and we barely won those games. So we'll kind of see how this goes here against Cincinnati. Looks like we're kicking first. Let's go quarter by quarter. Cincinnati's first drive ends in a field goal. Our first drive ends in a punt, but we do get touchdowns back-to-back, so it's 10-7 Cincinnati. In the second quarter, we finally have a lead, 14-10. Going into the third, we start with the football. We score a touchdown to go 21-10 lead going into the fourth. Can the defense hold? They do give up a touchdown. They went for 2 and missed. It was kind of a weird one, but we are driving here on Cincinnati. Unfortunately, we do have to kick a field goal, not a touchdown, what we wanted, because that would have pretty much put this game on ice. They do punt the football down 8, and that was a good option because we turn it over. They don't get the 2-point conversion. 3rd and 7, that's a big first down and a huge run by Carey to get us the win. And another close win. We win by 2 against Cincinnati, and we are moving on to the national championship game to face either Tulsa or USC. That was too close. But we take the win 24-22 off multiple missed 2-point conversions. That's why we win this game. But, man, that was way too close. Absolutely way too close. And who will we be playing in the national title game? We will be taking on USC in the national championship game. We also get strategist unlocked. That's cool. So they beat Tulsa 38-7. They were the second-ranked team overall. So let's see how we can do. Let's get it started against Cincinnati. Or Cincinnati. What am I? I'm still on the last game, apparently. Let's get it started against USC. They're 13-2 on the year. We're in 90. They're in 89. So this is a lot closer game on paper. Cincinnati, we only won by 2. Wyoming and Arkansas State, we barely won on those. Granted, it was 2 possessions, but a lot closer than what we should have thought. Looks like we are kicking first to start this game off, and USC's first drive ends in a turnover. We get a field goal off it. 3-0 at the end of 1, and we're driving to start the second quarter. It's 6-0 now. Still 6-0 after multiple punts. It's now 7-6 after USC finally scores, and they have a lead going in the half. Our next drive ends in a turnover. It's now 14-6. We're down by 8 here in the fourth. And we did have a first down and goal, but we do kick a field goal to go down 5, and we get a turnover on the first play, and we get a touchdown. We fail the 2-point conversion, so it's a 1-point game. Another close game here at Georgia Tech. That's a big first down. And that's a big first and goal and a touchdown. The extra point is good. We are up 8 points here with a minute to go. All 3 timeouts for USC. They're not taking them yet. I think that's 3 timeouts. It's kind of confusing. But with 1 second left, last play of the end zone, they don't get it. USC has lost. Georgia Tech is national champions here in year number 4. Definitely a little bit faster than what I thought here with Georgia Tech, but an 8-point win. Again, a close win. Georgia Tech wins it all here over USC. That's another team that is done here. That's, I think, another ACC team as well. So that's nice. We score 16 points in the fourth quarter to win this game. We were down a bunch going into that fourth quarter, but we take it. Comeback win over USC. Only loss came in the ACC championship game, so I don't think we ever won the ACC in this 4-year stretch. We didn't. 5-7, 10-3, 8-5, then 16-1. We never won the ACC with this team. So, but taking a look at the stats before this episode does end: 4,200 yards, 35 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Rushing Rise carried 932 yards, 7 touchdowns. Receiving Canyon at 1,500 yards, 15 touchdowns on the year. Defense, Boyd had 96 tackles. Livings and Green had 15 tackles for a loss. Green also had 8.5 sacks. McLennan and Ashley both had 4 interceptions. Rashid? We're going to go with that one. 12 deflections, on the year. A couple forced fumbles. We only had four fumble recoveries. We did not have a blocked kick. We had one safety and no defensive touchdowns. Kicking wise, our freshman punter or freshman kicker, 2 missed extra points, only 1 missed field goal. Did we get any return for touchdowns? No, we did not. So hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hope if you guys did, hit that like button down below. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. We're very, very close to getting 500 subs, which is just an insane number. I appreciate all the support on the last couple videos as well. And once we hit those 500 subscribers as well, we'll be doing a 24 hours live stream right here on YouTube to celebrate that. So next episode will be Friday. I don't know about Thursday's episode. I am setting up a pretty big video, honestly, for in a couple weeks, hopefully. College, my final semester of college has finally come up, so unfortunately, I won't be getting too many videos out, but this series will continue Monday, Wednesday, Friday from now on until we are officially done with it. So hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys on Friday. I'm out. Peace.